Last part of 11.4, let's talk about margin of error for averages. So we're going to use this example right here. Ooh, hello. So we have a fast food restaurant manager. He wants to know what is the average wait time for customers in line at this fast food restaurant. So he watches some customers and he times them and he gets the following minutes. So the first thing we need to do is actually calculate what the mean and the standard deviation are from these numbers. So that's going to be calculated just like what we did in 11.2, where you use that 1var stats. And you put all these numbers into L1. And then you put the 1var stats. The x bar is your mean. The SX is your standard deviation. So I'm going to save you the time on this one. If you type all those in and you do your 1var stats, you should get that the mean is 5.65 and the standard deviation is 2.236. So right now we can say that on average people wait about 5.5 minutes in line. But is that the true amount of time that people wait in line? So let's go about creating a confidence interval. To start, we need to make a margin of error. This margin of error equation is different from the last. To find the margin of error for an average, we're going to do 2 times s over square root of n, where s is your standard deviation, and n is the number of people you asked. So in this case, he observed 30 people in line. So our S is going to be the 2.236, and N are the 30 people that he watched in line. So we plug all this in. Plug it into our calculator, we get 0.816. Excellent. Now let's find our confidence interval. So with this confidence interval, our average, our mean is in the middle, and we're going to add and subtract our margin of error. So our average was about 5.5 minutes. However, we believe that the true average waiting time, adding and subtracting our margin of error, is between 4.8 and 6.4 minutes. That is the true average how long people wait in line. And we are 95% confident that the true average is in that interval. So that is exactly what you're going to do for your project. You've already found the mean and standard deviation. So you're going to plug them into this equation. Here's your standard deviation. That's how many people you asked. Add and subtract that number from the mean that you calculated in 11.2 to find your confidence interval. And you will interpret that. So we are 95% confident that the true average is somewhere between those numbers. That's what that means. So for your homework is 1, 2, oops, that was not all of 2, there's no all of 2, and 3. You do not need to do number 4. We're not going to worry about that one. And then for your group project, you just have to find a 95% confidence interval for your individual data and for the whole group's data. And then you have the rest of class to start finalizing your project and get ready for your presentation. That's it.